with Tommy Invincible. What is up, brother?
Hey, man, meeting the fans. I know I'm getting a lot of love. It's truly an honor and a blessing what's going on. And thank you for being here. You're one of the best interviewers in this business. Thank you.
Now, speaking of that, we got to get you on the podcast.
Yeah, well, bring me on. You jabroni.
Whoa. Let everybody know
All
where
you
they
got
can.
to do is ask. I'm very available to everybody. Ask around.
All right, we'll get you on real soon. Let everybody know where they can follow you. I know you want to get to your fans.
At Tommy Invincible everywhere. Follow me or shame on you. We can all become invincible.
It's the Cotton Candy Princess Tiffany Avatar, and you, my little gumdrops, are watching Papa Dank Beyond the Barricade.
I just want to say that it was super rude of you to walk away from me earlier.
Talking to the New York State champion, you're going to have to pay up.
Do you take kale?
Dude, goodbye.
Whip wreck, Cation, doesn't matter.
We'll see what happens, but it looks like we have a special guest.
Get my earplugs on.
No.
You was looking for Tina, and then you talk about people.
Dominate tonight, all right? The Dirty Deeds, they got nothing.
We're now the new Starlet champion. What's going on?
Hi, I am fearless princess, so why not team up?
All right, now just announced by Mr. Joel Maximo for February.
Finisher is called the Shadow Band, and I was like, that's kind of.
Hold on. Let me speak. Okay?
But today I got a very special guest. I got the great.
Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I am your host, Papa Dank, and it is the last of the 3 podcasts I did tonight. And your boy, Papa Dank, is tired, but the show must go on, and we've got a very special guest coming on to promote a very special event. So let me bring to you the one, the only, Dashing D. What is up? The artist
What's
now.
going on? Yes. A lot's changed since we last spoke and encountered one another.
Yes.
Call
it's
me
been
the
a couple
artist.
years. Yes,
Indeed,
been a couple
indeed.
years. All right, now this Saturday night up here in the sports arena right here in St. James, we got the Chamber of Horrors from Remarkable Wrestling, which is the first independent elimination chamber match in the Indies, man. So tell me, what is going on?
Man, there's a lot of revolutionary stuff happening at it. Remarkable Wrestling. They're doing it big. First time ever elimination chamber style matchup, Chamber of Horrors match, stack card, amazing talent, amazing wrestlers, and that Remarkable Championship is on the line. And it is a great cast of characters. Current champion Casey Navarro, who you've seen internationally all over the place. Desmond Cole is still in the hunt to try to get his title back. Kono Kabushia. The list goes on. Amazing talent. Gabe Sky, amazing dude. He seems to be getting a little bit off his kilter lately, but again, everyone's vying for a spot in that match and then for that title. I myself was once vying for it. Unfortunately, haven't been so lucky, so I'm not in that exact match, but I definitely am scheduled to be on the card. In fact, a little exclusive for you. There's going to be some tag team turmoil, and there's a chance that I can walk away with gold with one of those tag team titles. However, I'm a little confused because I seem to be paired up with the Black Cloud of Remarkable Wrestling, which is a little weird to me because I don't remember seeing eye to eye with this guy the last couple of times I've been out there. In fact, it seems like ever since I got into Remarkable Wrestling, I got to take the glasses off and get serious with you. Because, pretty much ever since I've gotten there, me and this guy have butt heads. So to be in this matchup, it's a little confusing to me. I don't know how we got here. But maybe the management just sees something that I'm not paying attention to. So should be probably might be fun, but odd couple indeed.
Who is it?
No, that's you're not familiar with the Black Cloud, known as Nick Gage.
No, Nick Gage.
So he's pretty evil guy. Comes out in a mask. He currently holds kind of like a cash-in. Has a briefcase where he gets a title shot, I believe, for the Riot Championship title. He's been battling and causing a lot of problems. And the last show that I recall being on with him, we actually went at it. We got to get in each other's throats, and we wind up even fighting backstage. It gets a little fuzzy from there, but he's been on a tear lately. He's definitely not a guy to trifle with. He's allied himself with another member, Sam, of the Clockwork Seven. They seem to be having something going on, and just feels a little demonic. Definitely feels a little bit out of my natural state of things. You know, again, I'm an artist. I'm a people pleaser. I'm, bringing lights, cameras, stimulation. That's what Dash and D1000's always been about. So it's a little interesting to be paired with this guy. It's different, very different. I'm not entirely sure where we're going here.
Interesting. All right, all right. Now I just saw that also it will be Mike Mistretta and Amity LaVey versus Travis Jacobs and Notorious Mimi, and those guys like really scare me.
That's a big match. It's a big match. Like I said, Remarkable is an amazing place for talent. You have an amazing cast of characters, very colorful characters at that. Like you said, individuals that can actually leave your spine tingling in fear. And then you got people like me who leave your spine tingling with, something else, a lot more excitement, a little bit more flair.
Right.
But who knows, man? There's just so much. Like I said, I don't remember much about my last match, which is a little troublesome. But get hit in the head a lot. Wrestling's full contact sport, so
yeah,
you
100%.
see. Yeah, but again, very stacked hard. I think any and everybody who can make it out there needs to make it out there to that sports arena. You're not going to see anything like this anywhere else. Again, an elimination chamber on the Indies, never before done. You have, like you said, Amity LaVey, Notorious Mimi, Travis. You're going to have a clash. It's top to bottom. You got matches, excitement, a lot of different things happening, championships on the line. There's no telling what's going to go on.
Now there's going to be 2 rings actually in the arena. The regular wrestling ring, and then the elimination chamber separate, man. That is quite the spectacle going to be at right here in Long Island, New York. And whoever's not around in Long Island, this would be worth the trip to make to come and watch this. I mean, man, I wish I could go. I unfortunately, like, my shoot job calls me. So I will be there. I know I'll be there very late, man. So
I hear you. Well, look, all Remarkable shows, after we do them, eventually they make their way to IWTV. So you definitely make sure you subscribe, make sure you're locked in. One way or another, you do not want to miss this. I guarantee you do not want to miss any and everything that's going to possibly go on in the show. I honestly don't even know I don't know what's going to be next. I'm excited. I'm excited myself.
Interesting. Now let's go into. We didn't cover this last time we talked because I didn't stream our last encounter. It was local only. So let's refresh people's memories. How did you fall in love with professional wrestling?
That happened when I was a kid, probably young. Not as young as some, but probably somewhere between 5-6 years old. Cousins always was watching wrestling, main event on Saturday, watching superstars and things like that. And I recall early match on a main event, Shawn Michaels versus British Bulldog, IC championship match. And I remember watching that match, and that's probably the first time I looked at wrestling and something clicked for me, and it was like, I want to do that. And from that little moment, that seed was just kind of there in the back of my head, gnawing at me for years and years. And I've been a fan so long. I love the fact that your show is called Beyond the Barricade, because I was on that one side of the barricade as a fan. And I kept getting closer and closer to the action. And I just started thinking, man, I don't want to be on this side anymore. I want to cross over. I want to go to the other side. And that journey took me from a fan to a wrestler. Found myself signed up with a wrestling school. First school I ever touched was Joel Maximo's Ludus Wrestling School out in Brooklyn. And got my foundation there, learned with a lot of different talents, learned under his learning tree. Guys that are on TV now help craft me into the wrestler that you see before you today, and help me put the character together. And before I know it, I was in the ring. And I feel like, after 10 years in the game, I'm finally finding my true fitting and footing here.
Right. Oh, you got a comment. Earl says his favorite wrestler is you.
I appreciate that, Earl.
And Luxury Leah says stimulate him.
Indeed. See, they know the gimmick.
They know the gimmick, man. All right. Tell me about some opponents you want to wrestle you haven't wrestled yet in the independence.
Ooh, that list goes long.
Let's go. I'm ready.
I would love to get in the ring with so many of these guys. It's almost a level of who's who. I would love to be in there with guys like Lilo Rush. Love to mix it up with a lot of the more violent guys. Mike Skyros comes to mind out in Connecticut. He's definitely another one on a dream opponent match list. If I would love to get in the ring with one of the guys that have been influential in my career, Angel Ortiz. Love to face Desmond Cole, Darius Carter. And pretty much, look, whoever can step in that ring and actually put me to another level, that's who I want to be in the ring with. I want to be with every guy that's ever held the championship, every guy that has something on their back. And there's even a guy out there who's just actually been pissing me off online. I hope he's watching Tiberius Ashanti. At some point, we are going to lock eyes and your ancestors are going to feel true stimulation. And I don't think you're ready for that. So I hope you're watching and hope somebody who's able to make that match happen is watching as well, because I want that fight. And you know what? Throw the rule book out. We can have some fun with it.
Okay, all right. Now let's throw out the rule book right now. And if there's any gimmick match you want to be a part of, which one would it be and why?
So I'm going to keep this one close to the chest. I can't reveal it. I've already made up my own gimmick match.
Okay.
I have something very exclusive. It's something to build for. It's to be a little bit of a twist on something you already know. So it's slightly familiar, but it's my own little spin to it. Exactly. But, again, I am not shy about anything that this business provides as far as match types, gimmicks, or anything like that. If there's a match out there, I want to be a part of it. I want to do it. And I want to be one of the best. I want to be memorable in this sport, in this business. So, whatever we can.
Luxury Leah says call somebody out.
Well, I just did. I called out Tiberius Ashanti. Darius Carter, I'm calling you out. Whoever, everyone. If you have a title, know that I'm coming for you. If you have anything that I can touch, anything worth gain, any way that you can make me better as a competitor, I want that match. I want you to really feel me. I'm going to stimulate you, and you should be stimulating me, because iron sharpens iron, and I'm here for all of the competition.
Now, at Remarkable, you're going to tag with someone you really don't want to tag with, but outside of that, who would you like to pick as a tag team partner?
Well, I already have a tag team partner, even though, for whatever reason, he seems not to like me lately.
Doesn't seem like a tag team partner, though.
Well, I don't know what. Again, this is that little dark space of where I can't really figure out what happened in the last encounter. I was challenging for the Riot Championship at Remarkable Wrestling, and as you are familiar, I once rolled in a tag team known as the Congregation. We were really hot, myself and Brother Greatness, that love him like family, and
Hallelujah.
we've been together. Exactly, hallelujah and amen. We were definitely the pugilists. Christian pugilists, and we're charting our path as a tag team. He's went on and done amazing things with single work. He's the current Riot Championship. We had a scramble match at the last Remarkable show. Well, wait, no, they did one at Comic-Con, which there's pictures of me from, and I don't even remember being there, but we'll get back to that.
Okay.
But sure enough, we're in the match. It's a 5-way, it's a scramble, and we're rocking and rolling. We're cool. And like I said, I wind up in a backstage brawl with Gage, and I don't remember much after that. But, I see at the end of the results of the match, I didn't come out the victor, so I don't have the championship. He wind up with the championship belt. But he said I turned on him. I don't have any footage of it. I don't know what he's talking about. And, you know, it's weird because in Connecticut, Texas Strength Wrestling, we separated for a bit, and then he was the guy running with a bunch of bozos and called the Mission. And he was the one, seemed lost and out of his ways. But, again, we're focused on Remarkable. Thought we would have made that up. So that was my tag partner. That was someone I wish to tag with. But I don't know where we are right now. That bothers me. But outside of him, Desmond Cole is someone that has a lot of great fanfare. Is someone that I would love to actually be able to share the ring with on both ends as a tag partner, as an opponent. I really feel like the best way to have a tag partner is to have someone that you respect, not only as someone who would probably be an opponent, but someone you just respect in general as a competitor, one way or the other. Because that's the best person that you know what they're capable of. So you know that they can watch your back. And you know that you're going to respect them enough to watch their back, because that's the trust that you need in the tag team.
Okay, what about Gabe Sky? Would you trust Gabe?
I would. I'm a little iffy about Gabe right now. There's been a lot happening with him.
He's got a dark side to him recently.
Exactly, and I don't really understand it. 1 minute he's praising everything that he's done, the work he's had with Kono as part of Above the Rest, and but I've been in a ring with Gabe Sky. I've unfortunately been on the receiving end of that vicious tag team move between him and Ty. And, it left me feeling like I had a concussion. It took some time to get over that. So as much as I respect him and I love the talent that he is, I'm nervous about him. It's not someone I would trust.
Okay. All right. Now, is there anybody else in the Remarkable locker room that you would like to get your hands on? What about that Percy Ryan guy?
Percy Ryan infuriates me. Okay.
Infuriates a lot of people.
He's probably one of the most annoying human beings on the planet. Like, he walks around with this lockjaw chain.
The jawline.
His supposed perfect jawline. I mean, he reminds me of like a character out of what was the movie with Mugatu, Blue Steel, these weird models, Zoolander. He's like a walking Derek Zoolander character. He's I mean, again, I give him credit. He's an amazing talent. He gets a response, but God, awfully annoying. I mean,
Zoolander.
I probably can tell you one of my highlights of Remarkable Wrestling has been punching that guy in the face. I gotta say, it's probably been one of my highlights. That one time, just right there.
I don't think the jawline's that impressive.
I agree with you. I think mine is a little bit better. Profile
100%. Yours is 1,000% better than that.
We're dashing over here. He's just a jawline. I mean, come on.
I'll take dashing over a jawline any day.
See, there you go. You guys already know what it is.
It's
a beautiful thing.
What about that Remarkable Heavyweight Championship? Would you like to challenge Casey Navarro?
I would love to. Casey Navarro is probably one of those guys, as far as I'm concerned, on the independent roster that is just steps away from being one of the top guys in wrestling overall. Yeah. His talent, his ability, what he does on the mic, what he can deliver in a promo, what he does in the ring is pound for pound one of the best I've ever seen. And a guy like him is only going to lift those around him. So if I can get in the ring with him, I'm quite sure he will bring out a side of me that no one else has ever seen. And he will bring the exact challenge that I'm looking for in this business. So KC, yeah, if I am lucky enough to share that ring with you, whether you have that title or not, I am going to make my damnest sure that it can happen. So I hope you retain your title. So I can be the one to take it from you.
Oh man, those are fighting words. I love it right here on the podcast.
Yeah, that's an exclusive.
It's an exclusive. That's right, 100%. All right, let's talk about some. Let's talk about what you like to do outside of wrestling. What are some of your hobbies you like?
Do
you collect?
PG?
Yeah, No, it's not PG.
I Noel's Bar.
No, no holds
I
barred.
say what I want.
Say what you want.
You know what? For the sake of certain things, we won't get too far into it. Let's just say I am a collector of such. I'm a connoisseur. I love the company of different people. I like to spend my time with a good experience. I like to keep myself stimulated as much as
Okay.
entertain others. But I'm also a collector. I also enjoy things like cosplay. Cosplay is something fun for me. I'm heavily influenced rather by music. An extreme Prince fan. So I love attending concerts. Live music always speaks to me. Karaoke is something I enjoy.
Right.
I do collect comic books. I collect
Oh,
music as well.
okay.
Yeah, I mean the hobbies are vast. I'm a big, I can say, aficionado and practitioner of axe throwing, archery. I try to keep my options open on a lot of things. I have my hands in everything. Also, lately, I've been dabbling a little bit more into acting, which has been
Okay.
fun as well. Just another new endeavor, things to just keep my options open, spread out. Writing, performed recently at off Broadway fashion show called at the Set
Oh, okay.
NYC. So that was another interesting experience. Like I said, I keep my wings are spread very wide.
Right. Okay. Good. Good stuff. Well, now, what comics are you reading? Because I also read comics.
Got you. So I'm a big Marvel fan. I'm still getting through the Krakoa era with X-Men.
Okay.
I'm looking to see where I'm pretty much, I know it's wrapped up already, but I'm pretty much trying to just catch up on everything. I already see that there's writing on the wall for a new era post Krakoa, and kind of just focus there with X-Men 97 also being back on TV with Disney Plus. That reignited a passion to just kind of stick into that Marvel era with there.
Right.
There's also I was a big fan of the Sandman, so I'm also going back and catching up on those or under the DC banner. And I grew up a big fan of Jim Lee's Wildcats, but
Yeah, I like
I
Jim
was
Lee's
so
Wildcats.
young. Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
so young. I never really got to collect. So when I'm at cons and things like that, I'm looking to actually collect a little bit more of their stuff so that I can kind of know all of the arcs and things that have gone on.
Yeah. Once he left that series, like drawing it and all that, like it just wasn't the same. Like it really
No,
lost that
no,
that flair, if you must say.
exactly. I mean, I was glad it got adopted into DC, but
It's
it
not
like you
the
said, it
same.
just wasn't the same. Jim Lee was something special, and I think with that being his baby, especially when he started off with Image, that
Right.
was a real big deal.
Just like all the Image guys, McFarlane,
Oh
Larson, and all
yeah,
that, Silvestri,
indeed. Well, so what's
100%.
yours? What are you? What is
What
your
am I
current?
reading?
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man. I'm a big Spider-Man guy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm reading about Norman Osborn, how they used the spear to make him good and take away all his evil, and it came back, and he
Interesting.
kind of planted something in Peter's brain and made him like messed up. So, and that I didn't know because I just started coming really back to it, but I didn't know the clone was back, Ben Riley.
Oh wow. Okay.
And
It's
the
been a
Clone
while.
Saga is one of my favorite things. That's my era right there. Like I was eating that up like a sponge back then.
Right there with you. Yeah. Ben Riley is actually my cousin's favorite version of Spider-Man characters. So
Yeah. Well, now he
I
goes
got to
by
be
the name
very
Chazam.
familiar. Interesting.
Yeah, and
Okay.
he's got a different suit and everything. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna be picking that up when I'm soon.
Yeah, I like it. The story arc is ending with the Goblin. It's got two more issues,
Nice.
but
Nice.
anything that's Green Goblin, I'm a big fan, man.
Probably one of the best villains out of Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery is definitely the Goblins.
100%. I think the and I used to collect them obviously later on than when they first came out, but that Ditko run with Stan Lee was like some of the best stuff around.
Agreed. Agreed.
100%. All right, now let's go and talk about promotions you want to work for that you haven't worked for yet. Which
Ooh.
ones are they? And we'll save the big ones for later.
I mean, of
Perhaps.
course, you got some of the big ones, but I definitely have had my eye on Ashe Wrestling. They're a promotion that's been new and been coming up. Have my eye on them. Would love to actually work a program with them.
Yep.
So if you guys are listening, my booking cards are still open. The flyers available. Please, let's do business.
Where's that
I,
promotion?
that promotion, I believe, currently they last ran down in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
If I'm correct, I'm looking at a lot of promotions that are outside of the tri-state area. I want to branch out further. So I want to hit areas Midwest, West Coast. So
Okay.
even Japan, international as well. Like I definitely don't want to really stay in the New York bubble as much because, like I said, it's been years. But I also noticed the benefit is travel, not only for exposure, but I feel I'm always going to be a student of this game, no matter what.
Mhm.
And I want to have as many opportunities to always learn, always gather more ways to do things, more opportunities, and just, you know, like I said, as much as I like to spread my wings with hobbies and things like that, I want to know as much about wrestling as I can so that I can be the best that I can ever be.
Now, Serena says she's a pro at knowing companies out the tri-state area. She really is. She knows a lot.
Yeah, no, there's a ton of them. I'm aware of Catalyst Wrestling. That's another promotion I would love to work with.
I've heard of them.
Um, House of Glory has a great, even though they're a school as well, they have great promotions and run great shows. I would love to be on one of those.
100%.
There's just a plethora of wrestling in schools. And, interesting enough, I haven't made a debut officially for Victory Pro Wrestling as a competitor yet.
That's true. You were the
So,
announcer that night.
exactly, which is not a position that I'm 100% comfortable with. But it's again, I am not afraid to wear many hats in this business, but that is my profession as right now as a professional wrestler. And I would love to be on a card. So radio, tap me in, baby. I know your show. You got a lot of talent. You have amazing roster, but you need to ask yourself, you got stimulation?
I love it. I love it. Speaking of the roster, Saturday night, July 13th, they return to the Battle in Bayshore. And there's Big Boofer right there, man.
Exactly. Again, look at the talent card.
Yeah,
Alvin,
Leo
you
Sparrow,
have
Alvin
Alvin, Leo
Alvarez,
Sparrow,
Dante Drago.
exactly. This talent on talent, and that's the thing that I love about the tri-state, again, about this Northeast scene. We have a lot of premier talent. From up and down the East Coast, there is so many great wrestlers that you can run into. Guys that they just need the right moment and right eyes on them, and there can be on TV.
You're right.
I honestly feel this
That's
is
true.
one of the best eras of wrestling, and the Northeast has some of the greatest talents that have ever existed, and many of them you are watching on TV that came in through this independent circuit. So
You're right.
I always think that we've had the greatest. There's a lot of, I mean, there's also so much that is further out as well. So,
Yeah.
out in DC, there is, I'm going to butcher his name because of, again, this weird brain fog that I've just been dealing with lately. Chris Slade, Christopher Slade. Oh my God, he's gonna kill me for it. But he's out in DC, another amazing talent that I would love to share the ring with out in
Okay.
DC. And again, like I said, there's a plethora of talent all throughout the world, and so many of them they come back and forth. They're throughout, and you know what? I'm just gonna even say it. Shelton Benjamin's on the independent scene again, and that is someone who I've looked up to. If
Yeah.
I can ever share the ring with him, oh my God, you talk about a dream match for me.
That'd
That's
be
the thing.
amazing.
I've even stole some of his stuff from my own repertoire. So you talk about having a level of just aspirations and inspiration. That's one of those guys I watched growing up.
Okay. Walker Hayes says, hello, Dashing.
Hello.
All right, man. Let's talk about some of your favorite foods, man. What is the artist Dashing D love to eat, and what snacks do you like?
Snacks. It's funny. I really do like cookies and pastries, but I'm a weird guy. Like, I don't really go to those things as much as I would for a snack. I really count French fries as a snack. It probably is more of my
Okay.
favorite snack than anything else. But I think I have a decent eclectic palate. I'm a big fan of certain tacos, gyros,
Yeah.
burritos. I love Mexican food. I love Italian food. But again, being a competitor, there's only but so much you can kind of get with these things. I've noticed over the years, I've definitely am more into the savory aspect of things. I like a lot of flavors, salt, spices, things like that.
Right.
And in comparison to the sweet stuff. So yeah, but I think sometimes as well, you can't go wrong with, a good slice of pizza either. So yeah, I keep it. Indian food is also really great for just again that savoriness, different flavors, spices that you get. I can't really narrow things down to say like a real favorite food, but I can plug a few places.
Okay.
I have when it comes to vegan food, I have fell in love with this place called Planta. They're a chain of vegan restaurants. Definitely nice upper scale. There's one in Brooklyn. There's one in the Village.
Right.
That's a place that you likely can find me in ever so often. There is Burrito Box in Midtown Manhattan, a little bit off of 59th Street. That is my favorite place to get a burrito throughout the city.
Okay.
I definitely got to plug those guys. Cloudy Donuts for donuts is one of my favorites. Donut Planet is another one that's one of my favorite donut places and pastries. So those are kind of my go-to spots. You can easily find me in them ever so often.
All right. So tell me, what does the rest of 2024 hold for you, Dashing D?
I don't think there's a limit. Most people they like to say this. The sky is the limit, but for me, it's just the view. It's the perspective. I see beyond that. I have so many goals that I have marked off this year already, but it's only made that list even bigger for me because every time I'm checking off something, that means something bigger has to come thereafter. I always have to one up it. I live my life with a motivating thing. There's always have to have something to look forward to every day. So as far as the rest of the year, I don't think I can really put it into words because I'm just constantly I'm gonna go for one up, one up, one up.
Right.
If I can have my biggest goal by the end of the year is to definitely find myself signed with one of the big companies. That's always going to be the goal.
Okay. All right. Last question. The other one's supposed to be the last, but I'm really fascinated. Where are you? Got quite the background over there.
You can call this the Dashing Studio, the Purple Palace, if you will.
Uh-huh.
My little plush area for myself. But I gotta admit, I don't know, I'm feeling weird.
You okay?
I mean, like I said, I've been having a lot of weird experiences and like things this has been happening, and
Okay.
it's been kind of hard to just kind of maintain. But I've been supposed to be drinking this, but again, got to make it fancy to kind of keep myself balanced or whatever. But well,
Uh-huh.
yeah, just I haven't felt myself a lot in Remarkable. So again, like I said, I am home, quote unquote, in my little studio here, but it's just I don't know. Something feels like it's been tugging. Like I said, I got the memory lapses and such, so doctor recommends and such. We'll see
Okay. All right. All
how
right.
this kind of goes and whatnot. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, things are more or less supposed to be good, and like I don't know, I just feel twitchy and things like that. But
Man, I'm
you know,
concerned. I'm concerned for you over here. You sure you're all right?
I mean, it should be. Like they said, I usually after have this, I feel a little bit better. I get tired or such, but just give me a second here.
Okay. All right. Take your time, bud. Take your time. Hopefully somebody's there to help you. Dashing, you okay, bud? You okay over there, man?
Hold on.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going on with Dashing. I hope he's okay over there. Hope he'll come back in a minute. But while we're waiting, make sure this Saturday night, Remarkable Wrestling presents the Chamber of Horrors this Saturday, June 29th, 7:30 p.m. Doors open, 8 p.m. bell time at the Sports Arena right there, Middle Country Road in St. James. Go to remarkablewrestling.com to get your tickets, or use the QR code to get your tickets right away. And Dashing?
Hello.
You alright?
Are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, but you don't look so good. You lost your robe, man. Are you alright?
What sins have you confessed recently?
What sins have I confessed? I haven't confessed any, to be honest with you.
The question that I currently have for you. Do you lust for more? What has been your experience in the last few days? June 29th, at the Chamber of Horrors, the Clockwork Seven will claim their space. Your sins, they won't be absolved. You should embrace them.
Are you alright?
What's wrong? I've never been clearer.
Alright, Dashing D. Well, thank you for coming on the podcast tonight.
What's wrong?
I'm going to be back tomorrow night with Bob Evans at 9 p.m. I think I better get out of here. I'll see everybody tomorrow night. Have a good night. Make sure you follow Dashing D and follow me.